Good evening, traders, and welcome to TradesFX. It is Wednesday, the 20th of March 2024, and the time is 10 past 9 p.m. here in the UK. Traders, welcome back to the channel. Traders, hope you're doing well. Hope you're having a great week. All of this YouTube stuff I want to get out of the way because I want to get into the charts very quickly. So, if you're enjoying the channel, come across and subscribe, leave comments, press on the bell icon so you get any videos that I post as soon as they come out, and most importantly, subscribe to the channel and help this channel to grow. So let's get into the chart and let me just show you how patient you have to be when you're stalking a trade, when you've got a trade idea and you really want to have a perfect entry as far as a trade is concerned. Now let me tell you what I'm talking about. I'm here on the daily chart of the US dollar Swiss franc. Now, I have been stalking a trade because I'm bearish this pair, okay? I'm looking for this pair to go down because I do believe that is the next move. And I've been stalking this pair since the 8th of February, traders. And here we are on the 20th of March, and I'm still not in a position, but you will have seen all the previous videos leading up to where we are now on the 20th of March, and as to why I think we may be ready to get short in this pair, or almost anyway, ready to get short. And I want to talk you through it, because if this trade comes off, this is going to be a phenomenal trading video. Now, first things first, let me just go back down here. Let me go to my calendar and let me show you that I'm recording this live, as I do all of my videos. And as I go back to the chart, I'm not a day trader, so I can't show you the live trade as it's happening. I have to show you the story, the build up to where I am, my thoughts, technically what I'm thinking. Okay, the only thing I don't get to show you is the fundamentals and the sentiment analysis that I do. Okay, those are different videos. Those are different lessons, more in depth. Okay, and not really for the purpose of these videos here. However, I digress again. Here we are, 20th of March. And I just want to talk you through what's happened since we last spoke. In fact, the last time I shot a video, it was the 25th of February. So that's what I've been looking at. Okay. And let me stop rapping and let me just tell you what's been going on. So I think I was round about here when I shot the video. Okay. Somewhere in these two bars, I think. And then what's since digressed, okay, is look at this. I want you to look at this and look at the patience that I've got to have in my trading, and you have to have in yours. Now remember, I set an alert up in here, up at this 61.8, for price to give me an alert should price go, should price reach that level. Well, look at this, trader. Let me just put an ellipse in there just so you can see. Look at that. Price got almost, in fact, that's probably making it more noisy, isn't it? Let me get rid of that. The wick of this candle almost triggered me. It could only have been the spread. Did you see that flash? That's the glitch. It could only have been the spread, okay, that stopped me from getting triggered, stopped me getting alert. And when I saw this, I shot a video called Demons, and my demons were playing with me about, okay, I saw the ending of this bar. It's a bearish bar. It's, you know, I need to get short. Do I, don't I? Do I, don't I? These are the things that were going through my mind around this time. And guess what I did? Yeah, I stuck to my plan. My plan was to wait for an alert, and I hadn't had that alert. Even if it was by half a pip, I ignored it. And I waited, and here we are today. Well, it was actually yesterday that this bar here, let me just get my arrow, that this bar in here, if he grabs his arrow properly, this spinning top tight bar there, the wick of that bar flashed up my alert, okay? Now, if you remember when I shot the video a while back, in the alert I put, if price pushes up through this level, look for reason to get short. It didn't say get short. It didn't say take a trade. It said look for a reason to get short. Now, I didn't have a reason to get short yesterday, technically and sentiment-wise. I knew we had some news, some very important news coming up today, and I wanted to see how that played out. And as I adjust this arrow, traders, to this bar here now, look at how today's played out, technically speaking. We've gone into the level of supply above the market, and this is where all of that, if you remember, all of that confluence that I showed you from the previous videos sits. Okay, it's still there, it's not been got rid of. And then what happens is this bar pushes through that level of supply, breaking out that level of supply, taking up orders that are sat in that level of supply. Okay, but it continues. So anybody who's short in this level of supply was feeling pain here. Okay, they were feeling pain. And now price has pushed back down, giving me this really, really negative pin bar, which I cannot ignore. Okay, and I'm ready to trade. I'm ready to trade. We've had the news that we've had today, and I'm ready to trade. But I'm not getting in short. I'm not getting in at the market. This is a great bar to get in at. I would be more than comfortable getting in short on this bar. However, it's not the trade that I set up for me in this trade. So what I am going to do is I'm going to get my Fibonacci. I'm going to go from the high of the bar to the low of the bar. And what I'm looking for, I'm not looking for a 618 retracement, but what I am looking for is I'm looking for a 50% retracement back into this bar. And I'm going to show you what that looks like on a lower time frame, just so you can understand why I'm looking to do this. So if I go down to the 3-hour chart, and let me just hide some of these drawings for now, because it's looking quite busy there, isn't it? So let me just hide some of those drawings. So what I can see, in fact, maybe the 2-hour or the 1-hour chart. Oh yes, this is it. So what I can see here now, okay, in this sequence here of higher highs, that's brought all the drawings back, but I'll get rid of it, don't worry. Higher highs and higher lows, okay? In that sequence of higher highs, higher lows, what I've become aware of, if I hide my drawings again, sorry about this, traders, a bit drawn out, but you'll understand. In fact, let me just do this. Great annotation tool, by the way, Zoom it if you want to use it. And let me just do this. Perfect. Okay, so let me change the color. So as you can see, we've got these sequence of higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows. And then all of a sudden we have this high, another higher high, and we have this. Now, what is this? Well, for me, it's a change in sentiment. It's a change in character, because we've had all of this up, higher high, higher lows, higher high, higher lows. And then all of a sudden, because of today's news, let's get out of that. Let's just put it back on. Let's change the color now to orange, let's say. We've had this severe down move. Now, this is the first time in a long time that a higher low has been broken. This bar, this big down bar, has broken the sequence of higher high, higher lows. That is a change in character, because we've not had this for some time. And this to me is a signal that we could be looking to go short. If I put that together with everything that I've just spoken about, and I've spoken about in the previous videos, the Fibonacci levels, the support and resistance, the supply above the market and everything else, okay, this to me is a catalyst to now look really closely. I'm ready to take a position. I'm not taking it live, I'm not taking it at the market, but I'm ready to set a limit order in this market. And by doing what I've just said to you about the 50%, of this bar here, that's what I think I'm going to do, because I think we're ready. So let's get this trade set up. So let's go. Highs to the low. Okay, let's fatten this right up. It's really, really messy, and I hope you can see it. I really hope you can see it. I'm going to try and make it as big as possible so you can see it. So let me remove the arrow. Let me fatten this up. Okay, so 50% is where I want to set my limit order. So what do I do? Right click. It's not letting me click. It's not letting me do it right on the bar. Let me just do it just below. Okay, so what do I want to do here? Yeah, it's not allowing me to trade. In fact, what I will do is I will grab this horizontal line and I'll pop it on top of the 50%. Then I'll delete the Fibonacci because it's a Fibonacci that's making it look really, really messy. Now I'm conscious that we've been on here 10 minutes, so I'm going to try and make this this video finish very quickly. So there's my line. There's where I want to set my limit order. So what do I want to do? Is it letting me do it? It's not letting me do it. It's probably because I'm on an indicator. All right, it's all right. Where are we at? 8898. All right, so there we go. That's easy enough, isn't it? What do I want to do? Trade. That's what I want to do. So let's go into here. Let's create a new order. Why am I doing it this way? That's not even the way that I do it. Short position. Right. There we go. I'm looking to try and get as close. There we go. Triple out. Beautiful. That's exactly what I wanted to do. So let me pull this out of the way. Let me just narrow this down. And I'm sorry it's so big. And let's look at now what I'm going to do. What am I going to be doing this trade? Right. So let's now bring everything back into perspective. Beautiful. This is exactly what I need. Okay. So if price gets to a certain level in this trade, I'm wrong. I'm wrong about the downward move. So what I want to do is I want to set this trade just above this 67.8 fib retracement. Okay. Now let me just toy with a few things here. What happens if I go up here? Well, that's way too high. Yeah, that's way too high. So I'm going to go in just above this 67.8 fib retracement. Okay, so we're going to call it 76 pips of risk. Okay, if price takes me in, and I'm going to pull my target all the way down here, 532 pips. Well, let's call it 517 pips away. Now, am I going to stay in one trade until that? I don't think so. I'm going to look to, because it's a longer term profit, longer term trade. If it does get triggered, I'm going to take some profits off at some point, probably when I've done a 2-to-1, which is my norm. But what I wanted to do here first is I wanted to set this up. So in front of you, and I wanted to do it live. So what I want to do is I want to create a limit order. And I want to take my risk to 0.5%. So let me reduce my risk, reduce my lot by lot sizing this down to 0.5%. Okay. And there's that flashing again. Okay. So what I want to do is set up right. Let's wait for that to come back. And this is, I don't know what this is about. Okay. I really don't. It's flashing away. Whether it's my PC, whether it's TradingView, that's the issue. I don't know. It's a good job this is really just not my real account, because I couldn't be putting up with that. So I'm just waiting for that to come back. Let's see what happens. I'm just going to pause while I'm waiting for that to come back, because I'm conscious that we've been on there 14 minutes now. Okay, so we're back. So let's try and get it set up as quickly as I can. So there's my 0.5% risk. Okay, and I don't want to enter the market. I want to sell if price pushes up on a limit. There's my risk. There's my take profits down here. Perfect. So as you can see, this is a longer term trade. You may want to call it a swing trade, but it's a long-term swing trade. Okay, so let's just see what happens. In fact, what I'm going to do is I'm going to do it on a stop. No, I can't do it on a stop. It's going to have to be a limit. I just hope that this doesn't take me in at the market, because it's been prone to do that when I've done this, but let's just see. No, perfect. Okay. So, ladies and gentlemen, as I get rid of that, all I'm waiting now. Let me just before I go on. Let me just go down the time frame so I can show you what I'm looking for. So now that we've broken this low, I am now looking for price to work its way back up to my entry, take me in, and sell off like a good one. Okay, traders, thanks for sitting in with me. Sorry it's been so long, 15 minutes, but if this does work out in my favor, this is going to be an amazing live video. Traders, thanks again. Welcome to Trades FX. Come across and subscribe if you like everything you've been seeing, and I'll catch you all really soon. Take care, traders. Okay, traders, I'm back, and there's just something that I forgot to shoot in the first part of that last 15-minute video, and that is where am I going to take price off, or where am I going to take off 50%. So you've watched me do this a million times, to be fair. So I'm going to take this. No, I'm not going to take it from there. I'm going to take a vertical line now from my stop loss down to my entry if we get triggered, because remember, we've not been triggered yet, and I may not even get triggered. And I'm going to bring price down here one time. So if price comes down to this level after taking me in, it's a 1-to-1. Let me get my horizontal line and just pop it in there. Okay, but it's a 2-to-1 that I'm looking for. So if price does get down to this level, I will take off 50% of the position. So all that means is I'm going to drop this down here. That's now a 2-to-1. Let's get rid of this. That flashing is driving me crazy. And let me get on here, go into my templates, there we go. So let's lock that in position. Lock. Let's then just put just put an alert there, just to say if price crosses down through that line, take it off 50%. Okay, long-term trade set up. Let's see what happens. If I get triggered, I'll shoot another video. Take care, traders. Catch you all very soon.